A Lafourche Parish couple believes they're prisoners inside their own home. Even there, they say they can't escape the disturbing noise that plagues their property. Shelley Brown and the Fox 8 Defenders look at why the homeowners say they're hounded.
I have like a 12-acre crawfish pond in the back here.
When Vivian and Joey Sanchez bought this large piece of land outside Thibodaux last summer, they planned to make it home.
We bought this for the peaceful and quiet, and we're just not getting it.
Peace and quiet, the Sanchezes say, is drowned out by barking dogs. Dozens of barking dogs in their neighbor's yard.
I've never seen this many dogs on one piece of property.
It's grabbed the attention of the Louisiana Humane Society Lafourche chapter.
At times that I've been here, I think I've seen anywhere from 50 to 75 dogs.
The Humane Society's Pamela George says the dogs on this little Shupik Road property appear to be Brittany Spaniels, a breed often used to hunt birds.
We can't do no kind of activity outside because they bark the whole time we're outside.
Every time we come out, they disturb us, middle of the night. Can't sleep, can't concentrate.
The Sanchezes say they are sick over it, not just the barking, but the animal waste that they say is not being contained and treated.
The smell and the possibly bacteria.
They've made sewage complaints with the Office of Public Health.
We see him throw it in the pile over there along that fence. And what else, we don't know. You know, we saw him dump some in the back, in the grass.
The Lafourche Parish DA says the Sanchez's neighbor, Warren Chris Michoud, is due in court next month for charges he violated the animal noise code, failure to vaccinate, and animal cruelty. In the meantime, the Humane Society says, like the Sanchez family, dozens of dogs are suffering.
This is what you call the worst case of hoarding that I've ever seen, is this right here. This is cruelty at its worst.
During our interview, we witnessed a dog get sick and struggle to limp away. Flies swarmed his body. Other dogs that were tied to a chain couldn't escape the flies if they tried.
The flies, the feces overrunning from the cages, the dogs that were in feces when we came. There was not adequate housing for the animals, nor was there water or food at the time. And the smell was ferocious. We literally got nauseated when we came in and got closer to the fence line.
We tried talking with Mr. Michoud from across the Sanchez's yard.
Sir, can we talk to you? Sir, we're Fox 8. Can we talk to you?
But Michoud didn't want to talk to us, continued to take pictures of us, and later called the sheriff's office on us, claiming we harassed him. We talked with Lafourche Parish Sheriff Craig Weber on the phone.
They must be looking at a different set of animals, because that is an absolute gross distortion and misrepresentation.
However, in this Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Deputy report in August, a deputy detailed several animals were coughing in the kennels. They appeared to be overcrowded, at least 5 dogs in each kennel. It says they were also laying in feces and appeared very dirty. But when the deputy confronted Mr. Michoud and asked to see proof of vaccinations, the report says he told the deputy his vaccinations were protected under state law, and the deputy didn't have a right to see them.
The requirements is that you have a rabies shot every year.
The report says Mr. Michoud proceeded to clean his yard and spray feces out of the kennel and into the ditch on Mr. Sanchez's property. The deputy charged Michoud with 30 counts of failure to show proof of vaccinations, cruelty to animals for their living conditions, including being chained with no shelter, and resisting an officer. The deputy's report says Michoud refused over an hour to sign a citation.
The officer at that time based their information on what they were able to perceive. Mr. Michoud has not been cooperative with respect to the complaints and has been very forthright in the belief that there's no basis for the complaints being filed. The evidence of proof beyond a reasonable doubt of proof does not exist and did not exist then.
We've never had a case here this tough. We had other cases in Lafourche Parish that happened within hours. We had a search warrant and we had a seizure right then and there. and we've never had this trouble here before.
George says the Humane Society has hit a roadblock with the sheriff's office.
From what they've said was there's not enough criminal intent, which there is. Just not sure if they understand it or not, but there is enough criminal intent here.
Will we allow them to tell us what animal cruelty is? Absolutely not. They are not a police officer. They don't have law enforcement investigative authority, and their opinion has no value in a court of law.
Investigating other animal complaints on Michoud, deputy reports say he's running a business, Briar Brash Brittany's, an animal management facility since 1979. But Lafourche Parish government says Michoud doesn't have an occupational license. If he is selling dogs like he's advertising online, he would need a license and have to pay taxes. In another December complaint, it appears Michoud tried to intimidate a deputy when she confronted him. The deputy's report says he pulled out a commission card and a badge and immediately put it in the deputy's face and stated, "Apparently, you don't know who I am." The report says Michoud warned the deputy that she better not cite him for the dog's barking because he was above the law. Fox 8 has learned Michoud is a former employee of both the sheriff's office and the Thibodaux Police Department. Back to the barking. It's against the law in Lafourche Parish to own or harbor any animal that barks or makes any other noise continuously for a period of 10 minutes. We've looked at several animal noise complaints against Michoud since last year. In December 2011, a sheriff's deputy reported for approximately 20 minutes straight, the dogs on Michoud's property continuously barked unprovoked, and the deputy and the Sanchez's were inside the residence. February 22nd, another sheriff's report says the animals could be heard barking from the street, and their kennels were approximately 100 yards from the road. March 11th, a sergeant reported noise levels from the animals was so loud that normal conversation would have been difficult.
On at least 5 occasions, we have validated what we believe are violations of the barking dog ordinance, and we have cited Mr. Michoud on those occasions where the evidence supports the charge.
Since December of 2011, the Sanchez's have filed more than 30 complaints with the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office about the constant barking and foul odor. And we've learned the concerns and complaints against Mr. Michoud started well before the Sanchez's even bought this property.
Neighbors on the other side of Michoud's property also filed complaints of animal waste washing onto their property with the Office of Public Health in 1999 and again in 2005.
We just asked for the barking to stop and the feces smell to go away.
It doesn't appear the Sanchez's will be able to get a muzzle on the situation until the case goes to trial. And for the dogs, the Humane Society fears the worst for their future. For the Fox 8 Defenders, I'm Shelley Brown.
The Humane Society of Louisiana is a nonprofit organization that relies heavily on donations. Through chapters across the state, it operates foster care and other programs to rescue animals. Fox 8 Defenders and volunteers with the National Council of Jewish Women are here to take your consumer concerns. If you have one, call 1-877-670-6397 or go to fox8live.com.